Hey guys, welcome back to CN Silver Creek Sub. Today is a layout update, and there's only two things to cover. One is really long, and the other is kind of a square. As you can tell from this right here, this is the fascia. It's up. It's up 94% of it, I would say, is up. So there's a piece missing right here on the edge, and then one above it. I'm not quite sure how to tie that into the helix yet. There's a overpass seam going to go in there that's going to separate from the scenitized part to the non-scenitized part into the helix. So not quite sure what to do with that yet, but step by step. I got the card pockets all back on. Still have to drill out the holes for the blue points, like for the little switches. For the hand throws, there's 3 or 4 of them on the way out. There goes the dia. But that'll have to wait for another day. This was about 3 days worth of work to get this the way it is. It's like just dead eye straight all the way around, which I'm very happy with. We just leveled, started at one end and then kept it level, and then added little scraps, not scraps, but like little splicey pieces of wood onto the end of the joists and leveled it up, and just kept on going. The branch line, not what we call Fairview down there, but right here, we did it with square, like with panels, like pieces of it, instead of doing the flowy, like one continuous curve part, which would have curved out around the top, which I'll get back to later. But I think I'm going to take that part down and change it, because I like how this flows around here. I like how the top flows. I like how it wraps and it flows in and out and along with the track. Like that to me is just, I couldn't have done a better job with this. I'm really happy with the way this all turned out. So then once it was on, this is all, I used 9-inch for width and 12-inch. And then once it was all on, I just roughly went along the top and just drew a line, and then I just took each piece back off and then just hit it with a jigsaw. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this. Like, this is like, we're starting to look into like how the terrain's going to come down on the slopes off the tracks, or if it's going to be a fill or if it's going to be a cut for the top level anyway. So I'm not sure if it's going to stay like this, but I bought 10 sheets, 4x8 sheets, so I still have quite a bit left over. But like for right here, just the not straight cut, I just cut it off kind of level with the track, and like this customer looks awesome now. I'm really happy with how this is all coming together. So it's just phase one. It's just put on, like the screw holes aren't measured out. We just put them on to hold it up. I think when I'm done, I'll remove the screws, use finishing nails, and then go over top of it with, like fill up the gaps and stuff, and then we'll obviously paint it. And then I want to reinforce where the joints are, like you can see by the Via train, there's a little gap right there. Right now, they're just butted up against each other. So I would like to put some scraps in behind and tie them all together. So they're just straight. But that straight line between the top level and then the bottom level, I'm just loving that. I think it makes it look so professional. It wasn't that hard to do, to be honest with you. It looks a lot harder than it was. So, and then I just kind of cut that out where I thought the drop off of drumlin here is going to be into the field. The blue points up there, the holes are pretty close, but I'll probably take them off and do them again anyway, because I want them bang on. But it was like 3 days worth of work, so by the end of it, I was just kind of like, let's just get it up and get all the sawdust cleaned up. But so I'm going to pan back to the left. Oh, yeah, these. So I bought those. I don't think you guys have seen them yet. I bought that used, these 4 here, and then the 4 more bins that go with it, plus the building for $150, and I thought I could turn them into something cool. So this is what I was talking about. We use these panels here because the bench work is like it's squared off, right? But I think I want to take that back off and then make it flow and just put spacers in between there. I think it'll look better. But overall, again, pretty impressed. The top of the fascia here should be water height, we think. We'll see how that goes. And then my other member's dad came over and we needed some storage shelves, so he built this. All these drawers slide out. We ran out of wood. 2 more shelves to build, and then plexiglass at the front and probably some rollers in there. So that turned out really good. And where are we going now? Oh, back down here. Yeah, I just love how this turned out. Minus some of the stuff we have to tie up there still. I was digging in there. But you can really start to see it all come together. Are we going this way? I hope we're going this way. I want to talk about this. The river scene here. So, yeah, I just cut that out with the line. What I thought would be an appropriate slope. Should be about a half mile to scale from where the land starts to drop down away from the track to like Silver Creek, then back up. I'm not sure if I want it that aggressive or not. I also want to rip the bridge out and put it back in because it's not quite straight for what I want as far as level goes. So this section here on the top will probably get redone. Those 3 panels of 24 feet. But I'm just really happy with how this turned out. Oh, and the lighting, right? Because I don't know if I showed you guys the lighting. I think we started the lighting, right? We did do the lighting last layout update. So it was like almost blinding, right? And now it shoots it all down, minus the light coming up to the branch line. But once that's filled in, it'll be fine. So no, overall, it totally, like the lights and then the fascia in the last month it's been, I guess, has really just changed the way the layout looks. So I'm excited to sure it all up and get it get the cuts to where I want them in case I want to take them back off or change the shape, and then start dropping some foam in there and some sculpt mold and start to really starting to get at the land in the scene, because that'll just it's been plywood for so long with all the rebuilds and all the redoing, and yeah, it's just going to be nice to get it to even if there's no trees on it for like a year or so, it'll still just be nice to get the slopes in and have it all closed in. I love that. Oh, it looks so good. I'm just so happy about it. Yep. I scored 2 sets of NJ International signals too. So for this road here at Beaverton, and then on the other side of the layout at Oak, they're both going to have the working NJ International crossing gates, like the right ones. Going to put LEDs on the arms and then Canadianize them. We put the proper crossbucks on them, and then that kind of stuff. So that'll be neat, and then that should be fun. But I want like really in-depth crossing approaches. So so there's the shelves. Oh, we rebuilt the box that holds all the power supplies. That was on the to-do list too for this week, but the fascia just took, like I said, 3 days, and it was a day of cleanup. So we didn't get around to putting the 30 amps in, but we still have lots of power as of now. There's just 3 engines sitting there in their glory that I built. And I think that's probably it for this one. Oh, so the main level, I stayed above the table height by 3/4 of an inch, just to so if I wanted to have a little bit of terrain differential there, I could. And this was filmed on my new gimbal, so if it's a little wacky, that's why. That's all for this one, guys. As always, cheers and happy modeling.